why stand-up comedian? You look more of an actress. I was doing some research for you because I was preparing for this interview. And I was like, okay, you done some acting. What do you, why switch over from acting to comedian, to stand-up comedy?
Would you think I don't look like a comic?
Listen, don't put me on the spot. Okay.
No,
No, I'm not saying
I
you
know.
don't look. Of course, you look like a comic, but I would have more said, you know, you could have pursued acting if you wanted to. You know.
Yeah, so I didn't even know until I'm too embarrassed to even say I didn't even know to be a stand-up comic was a job. I just assumed that it was late night TV hosts that those were stand-up comics.
Uh huh.
Uh, I got into acting because I was like, I think I'm silly enough that I'm going to get a really good acting role and I can be funny and I can show people how funny I am, not even thinking how hard it is to break into acting.
And you're writing your bit for your stuff.
Hmm.
Okay. Is it is how much of it is personal experience that you're dealing in your everyday life?
Uh, all of it, really. It's, I mean, yeah, all of it, but I would say the premise always comes from a very personal spot. And from there, the rest of it is my mind and my imagination. So, if I talk about, kissing my ex-boyfriend, or not kissing him because I didn't want to get sick, that's a real thing.
Having sex yesterday, and he's sick, so I didn't want to get sick, so we didn't kiss. I don't know if anyone's ever had sex without kissing. It's don't do it.
I've been doing this for 9 years and I'm finally finding my style. And I think I still have further to go. So I don't know who I could compare myself to. Is that what the question was? Who can I compare
Well,
myself to?
who you can, well, not necessarily who. It's gonna be hard for you. You're gonna compare yourself to yourself, but your
Yeah.
delivery, right? You
Oh,
have a very
delivery.
unique delivery, and the stuff that you talk about. You know, very witty, very witty, but very. I say George Carlin because you're kind of edgy as well, right? But you still come
Yeah.
across kind of edgy.
Yeah, I forgot about that. That's so funny you mentioned that because I was driving in the car yesterday
Uh huh.
and you just think thoughts sometimes and I'll say it to my friends and some of my friends sometimes are like, Alexis, that's crazy. Like that's too much. And I keep forgetting that sometimes my brain goes to these places where I'm like, oh, I got to be careful that that will offend people if I say it out loud. So I love that it sneaks into my comedy sometimes because I'm not this like PC comic. But I don't know. I hope it comes out more, to be honest. I hope more of my writing has these like, oh shit, she said that
Right.
moments.
Tell me about your writing. You know, the process that you go through. Do you sit in a room? Do you have you go to a coffee shop? You know, you have an espresso, sit with a bagel. What is your
Um,
process? Do you sit that view that you got background there looking in the sunset California? What do you do to come up with these bits, man? Tell me, talk to me.
So, okay, so usually all of my material comes when I'm driving in the car, which is
Oh,
so dangerous, so dangerous. It all comes in the car. I think it's because my brain is, subconsciously or consciously, it's on autopilot. So it's free for other thoughts to come in freely without it being, oh, what am I going to eat for dinner? It's kind of just like this. I drive so much for comedy. It's like this Zen moment.
mm-hmm.
Yep. So, because every breakup I've gone through, I've lost 5 pounds. Internally, I'm a mess. Externally, I model now. Yeah. Like if I don't see a rib cage, I didn't love you that much. I started wearing organic deodorant. Oh, it does not work.
That's the
Um,
part that worries me though about social media just a little bit is you put out so much content, but it's also like if I were to put out a new clip each day, I would have to have like just so many solid jokes. And then from there, I'd have to create a new hour of completely solid jokes. And I think people should see comedians in, in real time. That's the best part of comedy.